What's up, everyone? All right, so today I'm going to give you a little construction update. We ran into a hiccup. Now, I've watched enough of the Property Brothers to know that you've got to allow for contingencies. So we're going to go upstairs here. It's a little dusty. So this last week, the fellas have been demoing. So this second floor area, which is eventually going to be office space, you'll see right in here next to the window, I'll have my desk at some point. So probably have my desk like right here and right there. Because one of the things that I really like is being able to look out the window while I'm working. But that's not the problem. The problem is that we have asbestos. So that's asbestos floor right there. There's more asbestos floor right there. And if we go over this way, there's more asbestos floor right in here. So this is going to cost about $17,000 to have a company come in and do the asbestos abatement. But it has to be done, obviously. There's no way around it. So it is what it is. It's throwing off the budget a little bit because it's all that flooring, all that flooring, and all that flooring. So, you know, it is what it is. But if I come up here, the good news is that up in this area, so this is up here at the third floor. The good news is if we want to turn this into space where I could have office space or, well, really any kind of use space, could be residential or commercial. It is feasible. We did some code review and we were a little concerned. I was a little concerned that it wasn't going to be an option, but it seems like it is an option. So it's going to cost a little bit to get this ready to build out, but it could be done. So we've got some progress happening up here on the second and third floor. And down on the first floor where I park the cars, that's the area where not much has happened in the last week or so since my last update. We're mostly doing the work up here, getting this area in good shape. From right here, you can see down to the first floor, or down to the second floor, I guess it is. So that's my little construction update. I was hoping maybe not to have more asbestos because we had already done some asbestos abatement a little bit earlier in the project, but it is what it is. So we've got some more asbestos. We've got to get that cleared out, and then we'll be able to resume construction in this area for office space, for Warrior, for my day trading stuff, and then downstairs, first floor, we'll keep the ball rolling down there so I can get that opened up for my cars. Now, that leads me to the next item for today. Oh, and one issue that we've been going on about. So I don't remember if I had mentioned this in my last update, but we were spending a lot of time going back and forth trying to match both this brick size, height, and length with the correct mortar. Because this building is a historical building, it really has to match. It needs to match to really look good. So the mortar here, we found a mortar that is a really, really close match, which is awesome. We found a brick that's the right height and is a really close match as well. But as you can see here, like down in a lot of these areas where this is, I mean, literally crumbling, these need to be pulled out. And, you know, if we pulled this out and then put a new brick in there that, I don't know, was just didn't match, it's not going to look right. So that's been a little bit of a process because there's a lot of areas like up in here and everywhere else that where there's individual bricks that have blown out, which my understanding is it's water that gets through here in between the layers of brick, because this is several bricks deep, and then it freezes and it blows it out from the front here, which is what you have in this situation, the brick blowout. It's not what you like. And we've also got to make sure, because we're going to have some trains going by. And of course, those probably shake the building just a little bit, just enough that anything that's not really tight. Apparently, what used to happen up at the top of the firehouse, right up here. So at the top of this tower, there used to be like a whistle, and it would spin around. And when it would spin, it was a big horn, air horn. And it would actually start blowing bricks off the top of the tower. And so they'd come flying down 40, 50 feet, land on the ground, or, I didn't hear about it ever landing on anyone's head, but maybe on one of the trucks, I don't know. So anyways, my next order of business here today is that this has got to go. Got to move this car. It's getting a little too dusty down here. So I'm going to bring this car back to my house. And hey, an excuse to drive a 1969 Boss 429 Mustang with 570 horsepower. You don't have to twist my arm. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in this. And what I might go ahead and do, I have some of my audio equipment. So I was thinking, since I've already gotten a couple of nice videos of me driving and talking about the car, I might just set up the microphone on the back and just try to capture like 20 or 30 minutes of just pure driving sound. So let's get back here a little bit. So I've got this plugged into a drip battery charger. So I'm thinking on this car, obviously the plate will go here. So we've got our two exhaust pipes here and here. I always try to put the microphone somewhere where it's somewhat protected from the wind noise. So right under here is actually not a bad spot. Yeah, so I'll probably put it right there, right around the plate. So maybe I'll do that. I have to take this out anyways, so might as well pop a microphone on the back, take it for a drive, and then that can be one of the next uploads for you guys. It'll be just pure driving sound of the 1969 429 Mustang. All right, so that's it for me. I'm gonna take this one out on the road, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you for the next episode of Tire Kickers. What's up, everyone? All right, well, if you made it to the end of this video, you must also be a tire kicker just like me. So hit that subscribe button and come over to tirekickers.com to check out some articles that I've written about some of my favorite cars, including that 23 window 1961 VW bus.